Hey guys, my name is Seniac and welcome back to another episode of City Skyline here in Falls Town. Last episode we built that brand new area which has finally pushed the city over 200,000 population, and since then the buildings that we now newly placed have been upgrading, and I think we're now up to like 215,000. It's rapidly increasing, which we need to make sure that these new people, or these new citizens of the newly pledged allegiance to the flag of the United States of Fool, have got a good place to work. So we're going to build in a very high-tech, high skyscrapered office industry, pretty much for the whole city to start working in. So we're going to dedicate a whole little area for it, which is going to be pretty cool. So if you guys enjoy this, as always, smash that like button down below. And if you've got any suggestions on what you want to focus on next in the city, then let me know in the comment section too. So we are back, and there's been some improvements. Straight away, this area is ding-a-linging. It's always upgrading. It's still upgrading, still continuing to grow. And it turned out to be pretty cool. I had some issues and problems with this roundabout over here last episode, and since then I fixed it. I came up with a really good design. I've made the road go completely under. Hold on, if it can go down there. Made the road go completely under. It's not perfect. You can see the traffic issues still being caused. But it's very difficult because the way the roundabout goes round and it's like looping back on itself. So it's kind of like, it's not hit and miss, but it's almost hit and miss. That's the best way I can put it. But it does flow for the moment. You can't see the traffic, so it's like, if you can't see it, does it really exist? Nah, I've got to fix it at some point. But as it goes right now, this is better than the previous design. This is still better than the previous design. It looks a lot more neater. But we see how it goes. Ultimately, I could always, because you know, you can make him go on and off here. Let's try something like this, because I didn't even think about this kind of stuff. Hold on. Like, if I was to, can I create a connection off that? No, you can't, can you? No, that's ugly. I could do something like this, but it will destroy a little bit of that road. Have I got free placing? Yeah, I've got free placing on it. It's still a little bit like connecting. Right, there we go. So if I just did that, and then rather than them going round, I had them also connecting like that, just to see what would happen. Will that then kind of change these guys here? So some of them want to go, obviously everyone's got to go this way. It doesn't matter if they want to go left or right, because they've got to go round the roundabout. But we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens, guys. And as always, just to, you know, ease the traffic a little bit, we'll get rid of the traffic lights. And those guys should flow nicely. We'll see what happens. But anyway, it kind of leads on to this new area where we can have all the office industry. Now, I don't know if it's got, so I want it to go all the way down here, but I don't know if I want it to go all the way up here either. I don't know how dense I want to make this. Like the high skyscraper industry overlooking the forestry. It would look a little bit weird, but could you imagine the view from those offices? You know, you're an employee of this big mega corporation and they give you an office and it overlooks the wilderness. It would be very nice, wouldn't it? So I want to kind of sort this out. And I've been thinking about many things. We've kind of got like a 6-lane road here. Changing this to a tram line. It will go down here, loop back, up here, loop back. So we can continue going back and forth to get the people moving. I want to connect the subway systems up to this area too, and a few paths and whatnot. So it's gonna be pretty fun. So while we do this then, we'll kind of let this simulate and see what happens. But I'm going to upgrade this now to the tram line. Now, of course, we've got to create some form of loop to hook it back up and whatnot. So let's create some snappity snap grids. And, oh, an easy thing to do is actually to drop like a small roundabout and then upgrade that to be the tram line. How big's that one's, is that one too big? Yeah, it could be too big. We'll do a small one just here. That'd be kind of nice. And then we'll kind of end it with a small one just there. Right, the magic of upgrades that is about to happen right now. Right, let's go back to the tram roads. Upgrade those. Do the same over here. Let's quickly bulldoze the little sticky out bits. There we go. So they're the turn points that make the trams come back. And then, of course, we want to take this down to here. Now, let's go back by one so we can create that bend. So, there. Look at that. Beautiful. Man, this thing looks so good. Right, okay. Let's continue this as well. I'm going to have that come down to here. And I want to create a nice little bend as well. So, where are we going from with this one? Ooh. Okay, this bend's going to be slightly... Oh, okay, hold on. This bend's going to be very difficult because it's completely off here. I'm completely off with that one. Alright, let's go to there. Alright, we have a slight bend on this one. But it's a bend none the least. There we go. That is our tram line. That's actually really cool. I like that. I like the little tram line we've got set up. So office then, because it's an office area. So it's not going to be heavy, you know, there's not going to be a lot of heavy traffic. Oh, I've upgraded that there. There's not going to be a lot of heavy traffic anyway, which is good. So we don't need to worry too much about roads and whatnot. We can do the rest of these normal, like, single lane or 2 lane, whatever you want to call them, roads. I'm just kind of glancing over the traffic now. If I go underground, it's kind of solved the traffic issue we had, which is perfect. So if they want to go left, they'll go that way. If they want to go right, they'll skip that way. And then these guys who will come down and go around to try and connect on, they can skip into there. And then people coming this way, come down, and obviously it's not as heavy traffic. Oh, guys, sometimes I amaze myself. Right, okay. Let's get this all set up then. So I'm thinking I will do some of these roads, but only in like the high kind of density areas. So like we have like a section here where we'll do a road like that there. We'll do a road like this here, and then we can have one just coming off it there, a little crisscross road. And then everything else should be perfect. We'll make one stick out a little bit there as well. Let's kind of create that crisscrossy pattern. And everything else is going to be these normal roads. So let's get all these designed then. Okay, so we'll try and do our best with grids. Because obviously, ultimately, this is what is, you know, we're creating like a beautiful office area. So just kind of stick this out a little bit. Alright, it's annoying that it's kind of snapping on like that. Can I get rid of the angle? No, not that one. Road length grid. Right, it's not going to work. Road guidelines. Ah, there we go. It's the road guidelines. Right, let's take that off for a second. There we go. So we create... Oh, that one didn't fully come down, did it? We're going to create these little beautiful little grids then. There we go. And connect them up every so often. These beautiful little grids. How far can I bring... Ooh, I can't fully bring that one all the way out on that side. So I bring this one up. Nice. Oh, I can already see how good these areas are going to be. And obviously, I want to create good connections via the path and whatnot. Because obviously, that's the only way to get in via car. But we'll create connections for path. Because obviously, we're going to create tram stops. So we need them to walk to various spots. I don't want to do it like completely grid. I want it like that. Like it's kind of like mishmashy and all over the place slightly. And then we'll have a single road just come off here. And then bring that to there. And then this will connect up. We'll create like a nice little bend. Like that. Oh, this is going to be so good, guys. This is going to be so good, this area. Right. So, again, have this come down. Oh, too far. Boy, too far. Oh, I did it again. Right when I'm about to click, I slightly moved the mouse. There we go. So, this one's going to be interesting now. Can I take it all the way to the edge? I could do, but I'm going to have to do some maneuvering. There we go. And I'm not liking how that's kind of fully going all the way to the top now. So what we'll do is we'll create a little bend like that. Ooh, I'm liking these designs because when the buildings all go in, it's going to be all like the angles that the buildings are going to be at. It's going to look so good. Okay, right, continuing the momentum that we've got going on right now. I won't do a connection just there. See, now that's going to look a little bit weird. Right, we'll hold fire on that one just for a second. We'll come back to that in just a moment. Let's continue down here then. So, ultimately, we're going to have it continue to go down. And we'll take it to here. And we do like a square, almost a square around it all. And then we'll connect those up here. So we do that to there. Nice. And then using our grids, we'll just come off in each direction. This area is going to be pretty cool too. Right, we'll keep that like it is. And we'll just create just a little something here. There we go. And we're also going to squeeze some in. So we're just creating small little pockets. That's ultimately what we're doing. Oh, it's not liking the gradient of the land there. That's terrible. Alright, get it to there. Right, we're gonna have to do a shorter one there, which is fine. The more I look at this, the more I don't like this now. So what if I did bring this out to about here, but then put all the snappiness on, and then curved it like that's so much better. That is so much better. We're liking that. Right. Okay, so what we're going to do then is I'll just sort this little area out here, then we start getting some buildings starting to populate and, like, you know, get in. So what we'll do then, how'd it look if I went underground, or should we go over? No, I don't think we should go over. What would underground look like? Let's have a look. So shorten it as much as I can. And what if that was connected directly there? And it continued to go up. So how would that look like? A little underground connection? Just to keep the traffic flowing either side, to keep this completely free. It would look kind of cool, because obviously the connection's here. There's one further down. And then we could, and then obviously the other one is just literally there. And then we just need to do little dimples like that. And then we do one here. Just again, it's mainly just to keep the traffic off that area. And then that will come out, because then that can bend around and go over there with this one. So then we'll continue to go that way, which is pretty cool, because that's ultimately what I want to do. So before I get the actual, you know, zoning all in, let's now just do the paths where we want them to connect. So one there. Throw one in there. Just so the peeps can walk to the various spots. So it's all about now fine-tuning where we want stuff to be. Okay, so that's all good. We'll get one here as well. All good, all good, all good. And we'll get one that directly cuts across. And of course, one there. One there. We want to get straight down there. Want to go straight down there. Like that. That all cuts in nicely. We'll just do this side here. So good. And I think that's all the connections we kind of ultimately want to create for now. We'll just do one there going across. That's perfect. I mean, we do need to do the ones hooking over the road. Should we do those next? Because we're going to need those in. We are going to need those in. So it probably makes sense that I do those next then. So what's the... Okay, it's not a huge gradient like last episode when we were trying to get all the other stuff in. Making these weird and crazy looking ramped areas. So if I just went at a slight little angle there, cut it over. Oh, you can go down straight away, perfect. Oh, sweet. So I'll have one there. I'll do another one just here. So again, bringing it up. And what do we do? Nice little, can we do a little curve? Oh, I like that one. I like the snakiness in that one. That one's cool. We'll do one from here then. Nice. So we've got one connected there. And then the last one is going to get connected just here. For this area. Let me just kind of bring this out straight a bit. There we go. Right, that's connected there. So we've got 4 bridges going over on that one side. We need one that goes over here as well. So we'll quickly just do something like this. So let's bring it back in again. Alright, and we'll go around, we'll go up here, and we kind of bring it down the back to there. Ooh, and then we'll bring this one just connect up there, so it kind of creates the little back route. And then we're gonna, unfortunately, we might have to, yeah, we're gonna have to get rid of one of these buildings. Oh no, we can actually get through both of them. Oh no, bring it out. Then bridge it over. And that creates that little connection over there. Right, sweet, mate. Perfect. No, nice. Let's get the piping all down and then start to build the first set of offices. And then while they're building, we'll then focus on the other areas of the offices. So piping is abysmal, but what can you do about it? Guys, in the comment section right now, let me know, when you're building your cities, do you really create decorative piping networks? Or do you just do what I do and just spam them? Because it really makes no difference. It really doesn't make any difference, does it? Okay, electrical grid. We're connected slightly over here, so let's see. Oh, hold on. Let me district, like, give this area a district. Right, let's go big. Right, we're going to take it all the way up. Summit Park. Do we have a Summit Park? No, we have a Summit. Oh, the other one. The other office industry is called Summit Square. We got Summit Heights. Now we got Summit Park. That's actually pretty cool, isn't it? How did it know? Right. IT cluster. So what does the IT cluster do? It requires 50% less workers, consumes more electricity. High-tech buildings. An IT cluster. Is this one an IT cluster? This Chestnut District. Tax relief. Security. Welcome all. I don't think that one is. It's just literally tax relief for offices. That's all it is, isn't it? Let me check out the policies. So city planning. Big business, industrial space planning, double the amount of goods produced, high-tech housing, taxation, tax relief for offices. We've got that in. And no, not tax raise, tax relief. There we go. So we can have some big offices in that area. Okay, we'll see how things go then. Right. So let's go offices, and let's first zone this little corner here, just hoping that the electricity kind of connects up and hooks over. So we'll just see if they start to build first. It's in play mode. Let's pull it into what the game is now considering fast forward mode. Are they going to build anything? Yeah? No? Oh, we're up to 221,000 population right now. That's crazy. Oh, we're building there? Yeah, they're now starting to build a few little buildings. It's when I really wanted these ones to get in first. So we'll see what happens when we get those in first. Okay, let's have a look at the tram line. Because we need to place down the Tram Depot. And this is quite a big building. So if I can get it just there. That's probably the perfect place for it, isn't it? Just here. Yeah. Alright, we'll squeeze the Tram Depot in there. They got those offices in yet? No. They're actually being pretty slow building these offices. Which is interesting. We'll do the tram line now while we can. So we'll have one. We'll have a stop here. We'll have a stop there. We'll do one just on the island. And then we'll bring it back down. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Can I undo that one? It was on the wrong side of the road. Right, let's try that again. So one there. We'll have one here. One just there. Mirror it back down. One there. One there. And boom. A nice little tram loop. Okay. So they're probably going to need power before the trams come out. That's now... Oh, are they hooked up by power? Yeah, they're now hooked up by power, so we can go full steam ahead in dropping down all this office. And it's going to need time to build in. It's going to need time to upgrade. So while that happens, we can focus on the other side of the office industry. So is it easier just to paint this, probably? It probably is just easier to paint this. Or, no, do this, I mean. Alright, that's all in there. Right, how far should I take this? Let's just go the whole hog up to here. I'll get rid of this little bit. This can all go. Good, good, good. And just let it build up, and then we'll eventually put in some parks and stuff and get some leisure going so they can start upgrading and some services and whatnot. But we'll see how things go. So, right, let's get the roads appearing while that now starts building up. So let's focus on this then. So we're going to have the connection end just there, and then we bring it down. So just create the outer loop. This is some good stuff. How did I do over here? Yeah, there was no other connections, was there? No. We can do all path connections. We could, then again, I could do one there, which is completely fine. And then bring this over. Alright, bring this one to here. And obviously this will be connected over here at some point. So let's just delete a little bit. And we're bringing the connection there. And one out there. So it'd be nice to have a nice little bend there. Why is that complete? Oh, did I put the thingy right on the... Oh, I did, didn't I? There we go. It'd be nice to have a nice little bend here. So... That's going to be pretty cool. That's a little... It's a little something in there. Bring this down. Nice little square in Summit Park, liking it. I'm gonna leave that kind of open, that little section there, for like something leisure-wise. But let's do what we did earlier, and let's have this kind of go semi-round the whole roundabout area. So bring it up to, is there fine? No, we'll bring it up by one more. Straight down, so we can create straight what happened to the roundabout? Right, let's bring that back in. I'm not sure what happened to the roundabout then. We'll try that again. I mean, we should have just used the mover tool to kind of put it back in. Right, there we go. Right, sweet, mate. Let's just sort this back out. There we go. Right, we shouldn't have any more issues now because all the roads should be like fully connected as far as we want them to be. Nice. And then we can do the odd little bits and bobs now, trying to connect these roads up. Just maximizing the grid efficiency that we could have. Liking it. I'm liking that little square. I don't know why. Oh, wow. Okay, they got quite a bit in here, didn't they? They got quite a bit in there. I didn't expect them to get that in so quick. Okay. Let's have this connected up. This is where the grids are now coming alive. So how far do I want to take this up to here? That's the question. That is the question. So that little 2-lane here. If I could just make it go by one more. And let's say that is going to be the ultimate kind of area. So I bring that to there. And have these connected. Oh, this is slightly... I've just realised this is slightly off, isn't it? Because there's a bend in it. So let's create... the bend in the roads. We'll just do those ones there. We'll get rid of this here. We can put like a park or something down there. That'd be kind of nice. And then for these guys, we'll bring... What if we did something like this? Bend that round. Like that. That could be good. Right, let's delete these power grids. Do we still need these power grids down? Okay, not for all of them. That's probably the only one we need there. Alright, that's kind of cool. I'm liking this little thing there. So anything else we would expand off in the future. Right, we're going to get the path in now to hook these guys up to their various points of walking. So one there. There. And there. We'll also, because that's so tight in, we're going to bring this one up. Oh, can I not get it to go across? Right, it's as good as you're going to get that. Oh, here. That's a cool little connection. And we'll do one there as well. So we'll create one between these two. And then we'll do, should we do some various spots here? Like a straight diagonal there. These are cool little spots, aren't they? Because there is a tram stop on the roundabout. Which is kind of cool. That seems all good to me then. I'm going to drop one here. Just centralize just because. That seems all good to me. I'm kind of happy with all that. I can't see any other ones that I need to place down. Just from the get-go. I'm going to remove the little zoning on the island. I think that would be a cool thing to do. It's all got water, hasn't it? Yeah, it's all got water. So let's put down now the office zoning. So just being careful I don't place it in the forestry industry. Right, it is a lot of office areas. And I wouldn't be surprised if they turn around and say in just a moment that there's not enough workers. I wouldn't be surprised with that either. So I get rid of the zoning on the roundabout there. We've got all the tram lines up and running, which is good. We'll create a bridge connection over here, just from this little side. You know, let's get the people, the residential people over there working. So if we do a bridge like that, and we'll bring it down here, connect it over there. There we go, they're all connected. Alright, bring that down. And then we'll run this up and around. So that's also connected to... Right, good. Okay, so I feel like they're now maxed out because there's not enough services or leisure to fully get them going to work. So I want them to be as big as these over here. That's what I want. But they have a special, they have a specialization on them, don't they? Hold on. Do they have, is it the IT cluster? How do I know? Is that it? Ah, yeah, it is an IT cluster. Right, there we go. I knew it was. I just knew it was. Right, bam. IT cluster, incoming. Get those ding-a-linging upgrades right now. We're going to drop some... we got police in this area? Apparently we got really good police coverage. Okay, what about fire? And fire too. I will drop another one over here in each area, just because, you know, give them that extra coverage. So, fire, do we do an enforcer tower? It is a lot of money. We'll just do like a regular police station. It's probably the best option for us. I'll drop that here. Healthcare wise, there is no healthcare, so I'll drop a nice little hospital around here. Just to give these guys the healthcare and assistance that is needed. Where should I place it? Yeah, let's place it there. There's room there. And obviously we're going to need some death care for when people start dying over here. So I'll drop this in like some random... We'll have two. So I'll drop this other one just here. Alright, covers the death care there. All good for us. And now this is going to take... This whole thing now has got to demolish and rebuild. If I knew it was IT cluster at the start, then it would have been so much easier. Right, leisure-wise then. We need to drop down... Where's the plaza stuff? We can get some of this plaza stuff here. I'm checking the entertainment. This is 100 with picnic tables. So, in the bigger gaps that we had, which I've now we've got it all zoned. I can't remember where the bigger gaps were. So we'll have to make it up. Ooh, this is quite cool because it touches both sides, like a direct connection. Boom. So 2 in there. How does that change the leisure in this area? Right, it puts a nice little chunk down. We'll do another one over here. Right, I'll do a couple of these in various spots because they do love the plazas. The workers do love the plazas. Right, one there. We're doing one on this side. Just do a couple over here while we've got the time. Well, and you know, the visual confirmation that we can place them down. Right, I got a few little plazas with picnic tables. Good stuff. We'll get now... We should get a couple of... No, the car parks are not really high entertainment. Ooh, medium car park with garage. That's a very high entertainment one. So if I drop one there, that will cause some upgrades. And we'll drop one... Where can I squeeze another one of these in? Just there. Just so they get some car parks so they can actually like park. A restaurant plaza as well. Oh, that'll be good for the workers. You know, when it's lunchtime and they need food. What's the it's a 60 that one is. When they need food, We got various restaurant plazas for them to, you know, dine in the finest restaurants and establishments. Right, squeeze one just there if I can. Boom. And one there. Nice. Have we got any landmarks and stuff we can place down? What have we not done through this? We've got here a climate research station. That's quite big, isn't it? Should we squeeze it in at the very top? If it's possible. If it's possible to squeeze this in, can I? Right, we're squeezing it in there. The climate research station in the office industry. We also have the old market street. We have the floating gardens. Ooh, can I put the floating gardens here anywhere? Well, that's going to add some extra jazz to this area. Look at the size of the buildings already. Has that been unlocked any other monuments? Not just yet. So, number 5, we've got the... What's that, the garden thing? Yeah, and then what we got over here? The floating statue. Should I squeeze that in here? The floating statue. It'd be a cool thing to add in, wouldn't it? In this area, just to give it a little bit more jazz. Ooh, overlooking the floating gardens. This area is going to be nice. When it's fully upgraded, it's going to be so nice. Has it unlocked? No, it still hasn't unlocked any other monuments. What do we need for the other ones? We need to construct the art museum, the theatre of wonders. Oh, that garden for the ultimate recycling plant, and the old market street. So we're not actually that far off doing those. Okay, last thing I want to do right now then is get the subway systems in to actually get people down here. So let's look at stations. We're going to have to redo the whole little route because this is what we've got right now is slightly terrible. So we'll have one here. And then we'll also have... We're only going to have 2. We'll also have one here. So we need to do some kind of connection now. So we're going to pause the game because we have to redo this whole... connection. So it was connected down there, but we want it to connect up here. So we could create a loop like that. Oh, that's perfect. Right, it's going to be a little bit weird, guys. But it's because we have to make it go around certain stuff. Right, and then that will then come pretty much down to here, which will delete that. As that is then now connected back over to there. So the loop goes round and down. So I'll reconnect that one up. Is that now reconnected? Let's let the game update itself. The routes. It should be. It should be, guys. Please don't break on me like this. I'm going to redo this one here. Yeah? No? Is it updated? Right, we'll give it time to figure out what it needs to do. But I'm going to get rid of that one. And that one. Right, that should now be gone. So what we're going to have first then is we're going to have first an initial loop. That just kind of goes through here to there to there and back. And then we'll have another one. Wait. What has it done? Right, let me redo this, because now it's going a little bit funky and weird. I'm trying to get rid of the line. Okay, let me do this again. So, Metro line stops. No, where's the latest one? It's number 8. Ah, there we go, number 8. Okay, delete that. Right, that's now gone. We can now rework with it. So, boom, 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 and boom. Then we have the one going the opposite way round. To here. Here. And finally, there. The one from the airport to here and onwards, that should update eventually when we see this update to where it needs to go. So that actually doesn't physically touch anything here in terms of connections. Ah, there we go, it's now updated. So what we could tell it to do is to drag a line to there, and then this one to add a stop. So it will come in here as a connection and go down. And then we also need to create one that's going to go, if I create a new line there, and it kind of goes to here and back, that creates the terminal connections. So they're now fully connected to the grid. So this one here is a hub, that one there is a hub, and then we have the loop going round, which is perfect for us. So that connects those guys up. Believe it or not. Are they still? Yeah, they're still upgrading this whole area right now, so we still got a long time to go. Job-wise, we're now down to 20% unemployed, which is quite interesting because I did check it before I started recording, and I was at 11%. So how is it now that I've built so many more jobs, but yet so many more people are unemployed, even though we've employed so many more people? Is it because the population is still increasing? Is that what it is? That's what it could be. I mean, how many jobs is these creating? It's creating, oh, it's like 7. It's not a lot of jobs it's actually physically creating, is it? So they're this high level of jobs, that's what they are. It's still pretty damn dope though, isn't it? It is still pretty damn dope. So now that we got this little area all set up, look at how it just imposes on the whole city. It looks really good, doesn't it? This is the biggest IT. Oh, we got some flooding. Oh my good god. What happened with the flooding over here, guys? What legit happened? Do we have water sources anywhere along here? We have some. Oh, we have one there and there and there. How has there been dramatic flooding in this area? Should I reduce this? Bring down the water capacity. Get rid of that one. And then bring that to here. Well, that's interesting, to say the least. That's very interesting. That's never happened, like that amount of flooding before. We just got to wait for it to all funnel down into the sea, really. But, wow. Not a fat lot I can do about that at the minute, I'm afraid. It should eventually sort itself out, but it is causing some backlogs in traffic. Okay, let's act like we've never seen that for just a moment, guys. Right, how are we doing then? So they're going to get maximum upgrades because of what the area is. Are many people using the crossovers? Yeah, so a few people there. Yeah, a few people there. A few people on that one. Couple there. Nobody here. That's probably because now we got them well connected with the subway system. Everyone's just going to take the subway, really. What about this one? Ooh, yes. A few people there, too. So why is the subway like, then? You nearly got 5,000 people. A lot of people like queuing up for that. Yeah, there's a lot of people there. Because that's one of the hub networks. This one's going to be heavily used. I already know that because that connects to the main city. Which is good. Oh, we had one over here too, the other new one. A few people there as well. It's just one of those things, you just got to give it time. Trams wise then, we should have people like, you know, going to and from, because some people would get off here And if they work, like, for example, like, you know, over there, they might get the tram to there, or over here, you know, they get off there, get on the tram, somewhere over there, stop off there. It's quite a cool little thing to do with the trams. And oh, it looks so good. So I was wondering, the last finishing touches is a few little trees dropping in into the little gaps just to make this area look beautiful. So all the little nooks and crannies and the little gaps. Get a few different tree types in. Make the place look beautiful. Very impressed. Very impressed, guys. I like how the roundabouts, we just left them as they are. Keeps them looking free and stuff like that. So we're closing in now then to 230,000 in our population. Summit Park is now up and running. There's not a lot of traffic. How did that turn out in the end then? Is there traffic underneath? No. How cool is that then? So we kind of solved the traffic issue that we did have. This area is still looking pretty damn... We've done some big expansions in the last couple of episodes. Right, is the... Okay, that's... Okay, the water's now dipped. It's now gone. Which is good. Good for us. They did have some water problems, but it seems like the water's now disappeared slightly. The water's now travelling back up. So, we're okay for a little while. We're okay for a little while. But damn, man. We've done some big expansions in the last couple of episodes, guys. We really, really have. Are these still making money? Yeah, 20,000. That's good. That is so damn good. So, what's going to be next then? So I'm thinking, when we eventually work on the rest of this area going around, we'll slowly start to bring down the skyscraper level up this hill and then flatten it off around here as you get around to National Park, keep this all free. Apparently there's no water up here for that. There we go. How long has that been complaining there's no water? No idea. So we slowly start to flatten it all out. We do some cool stuff in this area. I want to expand over here too. We haven't done nothing over here in like ever, because that was like the first. Falls Valley is one of the first areas we got in. Want to do the ore industry too and have it all ruffle and tuffle over these little kind of mountains and whatnot. That would be kind of cool, as it overlooks the dominance of the city. Damn, man, Falls Town is looking amazing. It's looking so damn good. I'm just liking how they got the nice little lake over here for the offices. One side they can overlook the forest industry. Other side they've got views of the beautiful city and the mountains, and in the distance the national park and airport. They got some good views. They have got some good views. So let's take a look then at some of the stats now. So unemployment's gone down to 19%. So it's one of those things. As the population increases, some people are going to be unemployed because they're not fully educated. 9% are uneducated. 52% are now highly educated, and obviously that helps us out with all these buildings. So I thought there was going to complain not enough workers, but it turns out there's going to be a lot of workers. We've still got 20% of them unemployed. So we still need to build various bits and bobs. So I think at some point we need to focus on commercial districts, like making them tourist and like leisure based and whatnot. Okay, it's now clearing back up. So we need to do all that good stuff just so we can maximize from it. But it's looking so damn good. I am so impressed. And if you guys did enjoy this episode, then make sure you smash that like button down below. It's been a long time since you got this area all connected, and now it is. It's amazing. It is amazing, guys. What's the land value like now? $97 per square meter. Look at this. Look at that. Why is this looking so damn good? So I think we'll also try and get some of these monuments in at some point as well. Get some of these other bits and bobs we need to throw in, like the Central Park and like the Theatre of Wonders and the museum. We still start to get those in as we progress to getting the monuments in the city and just create the ultimate paradise in Falls Town. So until next time, guys, I'll see you all soon. So good. Bye.